Hi, I'm Nick from Mandarin Limited. Today we're going to show you how to change an inner tube in a single speed bike. Appropriate bike with puncher. So, first thing you want to do is just release the rear brake. So come in here, squeeze that together, ease that brake out of there. Next thing you're going to need is a spanner just to release your rear wheel. Majority of cases it's going to be 15mm. You're always better to use the ring end. Much better grip rather than that. I'll be undoing that. And you can just pull your well out of there, take the chain off the cog, and you're ready to go. So the first bit you want to release is the valve cap there. Take that off because if not it's going to get in your way later on. Now, I don't normally use tyre levers, but the majority of you guys at home will do, so tyre levers. Some of them have got a little hook end like that. That's quite handy because what you can do, start opposite the valve, put your tyre lever in there, and just hook it around the spoke to help keep it out. And then you get your other tyre lever and you can just go around, use your tyre off. Once you get the way around, you pop the tyre lever back out of the way, use your hand to remove the last half. So half tyre off, half tyre on. Again, head back opposite the valve. You just want to push that bit back over the top of the rim there. Same again, just use your hand, push that off. There's your wheel out. Pop that out of the way. Your old inner tube out. Next thing you just want to check around the inside of your tyre, make sure there's nothing still stuck in there, thorns, nails. So just run those hands around. Also what you do is just check for any tears, rips in the sidewalls, any big holes. If you've got any of those, you need to replace your tyre. That one's all good. So now we need to know what size inner tube we're going to put in there. Look down the side of your tyre, you'll find the size printed on. 26 one. That one. The second part of the size doesn't matter as much. Most tubes will stretch between a number of different sizes. Grab a new tube. Now, getting the valve cap off. I tend to pop a little bit of air in these to start with, just give them a bit of shape. Makes it a lot easier when you're fitting the tube into the bike. Just a tiny bit, not much pressure on there at all, just so it literally takes shape. Pop that back inside your tyre. Some of the high quality tyres have got little logos and brand names on. It's quite nice to sometimes just line the valve up with that logo. Makes it look a little bit better when it's on the bike. Nothing too important. Next, you're going to pop back onto your wheel. It's always worth checking to see if your tyre's directional or not. Some tyres are, some tyres aren't. This one's not, so it's not too much of a problem. But if you look around the sidewall of the tyre, it'll have a little arrow, it'll say direction. Some of them are different, front or rear, so it's always worth double checking and making sure you get it on the right way. Next, you just want to find your valve hole in your rim. Pop the valve back through there. Make sure you push it all the way through and it's nice and straight. A little pull just to encourage it because the rim tape gets a little bit sticky sometimes. Again, you want to do the same with the half the tyre on first. So run your hands round, just literally push half the tyre on there. Make sure the inner tube's sitting inside the rim, and then start above the valve. So you just want to get your hands over the top, and you want to link that in there. It's nice and easy. Just push it around, and as you go, just push the tyre in as well. Make sure it's all sitting in there nicely. Might want to use your thumbs as well. Try not to use tyre levers unless it's very tight, because you'll tend to pinch the inner tube with a tyre lever. Okay. If at any point it gets really tight and you feel like you can't get the edge over, just run your hands back a little bit and push that beading in, and that will normally give it a chance to ease in there and you'll be able to get it in. Right, pop my tyre up. Tyres will generally have a pressure reading somewhere stamped on the sidewall that they will or will not take. So just have a look around there and see. This one's about 40 psi, so we'll come back up just below that, about 35. If you haven't got a pressure gauge in your pump, obviously you can just use hands and see how hard it feels. power cap back on. And that's ready to go back into the bike. So, take back over the cog. You just want to do those finger tight, making sure you keep the wheel pulled back a little bit. So because these are single speed, you want to make sure your chain tension is alright. Just going to hand tighten those for a second. Make sure it's nice and central in the frame. So this chain tension is just right. Spanner back. And tighten them right up. Final thing, just to reconnect your brake. If you want to stop again now your bike's on the go. Get that in there, screw it together, push the cable in, and just make sure it releases back free. And there you go, you're back on the road. Why not follow us on Facebook or find us on Twitter, Instagram as well. And keep an eye on YouTube for more videos and more informative, helpful tips.